understand what it is we're talking about, and my friend Jimmy is going to talk about it a little more. There's our subsistence way of life that has gone on for thousands of years. I would say, just as I am expected to use a bank to pay my mortgage, developers and hopeful developers must also expect to understand and act upon that value of subsistence. Then I think we can truly have a discussion about developing strategies for the Arctic. My sense sometimes, and I don't like to be overly broad, but generally the investment sector and the government at large look at us, Alaska Natives, the first Americans, the first Alaskans, as something of a curiosity. They watch us, they look at us, and they observe. What do they think? And by the same token, we also watch and look and listen and say, do they even know what we are talking about? So I hope to spend some time in the near future here helping investors to get to know the communities, because certainly as mayor, working with Shell, the announcement that we just made, I spent 6 years, 3/4 of my time dedicated to just offshore events and dealing with all the agencies that we had to deal with. So it was a very big learning experience for me, of which I'm so fortunate to have participated in, and I'm so thankful. So the path forward, no doubt, going to be difficult, challenging, but I keep sharing the word with my people that we need to stand up. We need to voice our opinion and engage in the crossroads of investment, resource development, and the development of policy, such as we are doing here. So, in the interest of time, I'll just skip through some of my points I had here. But to note that we as Inupiats have always lived in changing times. We have been successful. We have lived through famine, where our aunts and uncles didn't make it because there was not enough resources. So we know our mandate is to take care of our land and the sea. The one picture that I want to leave with you is that we Inupiats are the land and the sea. You cannot separate those three. We are one. So that has always been passed on to us as whaling captains, as hunters, providers for the family, that continue for us. There's a third player, and I close with this. There's a relatively new player in the field, and it's been amazing. And we talk about it, climate change. We watched for the first time in my memory the ice break off last month right at the shore of Barrow. Never happened before. And here we are going to go whaling. My wife and I watched a truck pull that, or it was parked already there. They were actually hunting seals from a truck, if you can believe that, from shore. So seals are very basic food for us. So in this larger context, and talk about balance, oil and gas development, no question, has to be done very cautiously. It's still a new frontier. We are dealing, as Inupiats, within our own state, with the drill baby drill crowd that want to go ahead and proceed. And on the other hand, with the extreme end of the conservation environmental groups that want to stop everything and therefore affect our economic well-being. So I talk about balance. How do you do that with us as a people? It has to be done with sensitivity, with the fate of the species all involved, of which we are part of the species. So I would close with that for now and comment a little bit later. So again, thank you. By the way, Alice is a champion of the Itta schools, so I thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edward.